Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tyler G. Ford, and it has been a minute. I did not get the opportunity to record an October 2022 reset. October was just a wild month. Like, I got sick again. I feel like I was sick for honestly 2.5 weeks of October. And then on top of that, I took my licensing exam on October 8th. And so it was a lot of anxiety, a lot of nerves and things like that. But your girl's back, and I thought I would do kind of a November reset but September recap for you guys. And you know, we're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna kind of see how it goes. But exciting news, I did find out that I passed my licensing exam last Friday, so that is super exciting. And now I literally only have one more licensing exam to take in March before your girl is officially a practicing dentist. So exciting things, and I'm ready to kind of just get into it with you guys. So let's go over September goals, shall we? Let's see. So for September, my goal was to reach 250 subscribers, and I was able to surpass that, which is amazing. I did fall behind on making one new video every single week. That's just because I got sick, I had licensing, and it was just a wild month. So that's definitely obviously something that I definitely want to work on for this upcoming month in November. As far as Instagram, your girl really slacked. Like, I didn't do anything with Instagram. It was just a very low-key kind of social media month. So that's definitely something I want to address for my November goals as well. TikTok, again, your girl fell short. But I am going to do something different with TikTok and the kind of goals that I have there for growth. And we'll kind of talk about that as well. Moving on to wellness, mindset, and health. I did pretty good with this, I'm not gonna lie. I was able to drink at least 2 liters of water every day, and that is because the girl finally got her hands on a Stanley Cup, okay? I've been trying to get this cup for months, okay? The 40-ounce one, and in this color. And I finally got my hands on one, so my water consumption has just been A1. Walking for at least 30 minutes daily. I still have not been able to do this, and I'm kind of upset because I've been wanting to do this for so many months, and I honestly just haven't been prioritizing it. I am so busy with school. I had licensing. Like, when I was practicing for my licensing, I was at the school from 8 a.m. to like 10:30, 11 p.m. And so I just wasn't really prioritizing myself. Michigan is getting a lot colder now. Like, it's fall right now, which is like the most beautiful time of the year. But it's starting to get really cold. But luckily I do have a treadmill down in the basement, so I'll be able to do that. And I think what I'm going to do for November is just switching my like exercising or walking or stretching to in the morning and not relying in the afternoon or after I get off school. Let's see, we have track eating habits and daily LifeSum app. I have done this, but not in the LifeSum app. I have actually recently started seeing a nutritionist locally, and so she's having me kind of track my meals and take supplements and things like that. So that is going well for me too. Creating a consistent morning and night routine. Like, kind of just goes up and down, goes in waves. It's not consistent, so that's something that I want to work on a little bit more. And then make more home cooked meals a week. I have been doing this, even if it's just, you know, one home cooked meal a week. That's improvement. So wellness, mindset, and health. I had a really good goal kind of accomplishing in September. Moving on to faith. I have been increasing my nighttime prayer, which is good, but I still need to work on praying in the morning and reading my scriptures and taking notes. I do a lot of like listening to my scriptures, but I really want to focus on like sitting down and reading them because I feel like, I don't know, it just hits different. Marriage, look at this. The hubby and I have been doing amazing at having weekly date nights, which has been really fun, and it's allowed us to just kind of be like we're dating again, which is always fun. Nightly prayer together, we did, I feel like we did like maybe 3 nights in September, and then maybe we did 1 week of like weekly scripture study, and we still haven't finished Love is a Choice together. We're working on it, so didn't accomplish as much as I wanted to, but that's okay. And then friends, look at that. Your girl met all of her friend goals. I hung out with at least 2 friends, and I reached out to 2 friends to check in. And I just like this. It keeps it simple, and it keeps me, you know, making sure that I'm cultivating my friend relationships even though I am married. School, I took and passed the written CDA and also the clinical CDA, so I can put that in there now. I practiced like every week leading up to the CDCA exam, which is what I took. And I've been consistent at checking my emails every morning. And I just love having these school goals because it just helps me to just stay focused and get that grind going. Like I literally graduate in about 7 months. So things are picking up, and having these little check marks just reminds me of how close I really am. So I'll have some new goals for sure that I want to accomplish in November. And then last but not least, we have finances. The hubby and I did make a budget, and we kind of started to look into estimating how much it's going to be moving back to Arizona. So yeah, all in all, I'd say overall September, it was an okay month, you know? Like I'm proud with September, all right? So let's move into November goals. All right, so as you can see, the aesthetic is fall, okay? I was born in November, it's the birthday month, it's just the best month, okay? It's fall, the holidays are coming up, everyone just starts to get so much more like joyful. It's a good time. So obviously I had to make my kind of vision board to fit the aesthetic of fall. So let's start with my YouTube goals. Alrighty, look at this. I have a cute little YouTube symbol like in fall. It's beautiful, we love it. So all right, I want to try and reach 400 subscribers in November. And I know that seems like a lot, but I'm currently at 301. And I'm trying to be ambitious here. So we're gonna try it, and I'm gonna make 1 new video every single week, okay? I am not sick. Fingers crossed that I don't get sick anymore, so that way I can, you know, put out weekly videos for you guys. So those are kind of my YouTube goals that I think I can accomplish and make. Moving on to Instagram. I really want to try and reach 2,000 subscribers. I didn't reach it last month like I was saying, but I also wasn't posting regularly, and I wasn't doing any reels either. So definitely in November, especially with all of the different like pumpkin patches and like cider mills that Michigan has to offer, I really want to just have more of a presence on Instagram. I also really want to kind of have my dental account be even more educational, because I feel like I'm in a unique position where I am, you know, in the field of dentistry, and I can just inform people a little bit more about their oral hygiene and oral health. So, you know, why not? So Instagram, pretty much the same. I feel like Instagram's always kind of gonna be like this until I grow a little bit more. TikTok is the one that I decided I'm not going to rush to try and post. I kind of need to find my thing on TikTok. I don't really have like a niche yet. So my plan is to just plan 10 videos to post in December and kind of figure out what I want my TikTok presence to be. So that's kind of something that's new with my TikTok. But that kind of wraps up my social media goals for November. And then wellness, mindset, and health. Your girl's still gonna keep drinking those 2 liters of water because we need to stay hydrated. And I am going to start walking 30 minutes in the morning. I kind of decided like I can't leave it up to chance. Like in the morning is the best time that you can accomplish things, right? Because if you're waking up early before like everybody else is up, nobody is gonna like ask to borrow your time, right? Like the morning time, even though it's gonna suck waking up so early, like that's my me time. I'm really gonna use that to be kind of like my self-care time. Like when I read my scriptures so I can get in a good positive mindset, when I work out or do yoga, like I am just making my body a priority. And I think the best way for me to do that is to just do it in the morning, get it out of the way. While I'm working out, I can listen to a podcast. So that is gonna be the goal for November. Track eating habits, I want to keep doing that so that way I can really see what I'm putting into my body and I can kind of make adjustments as necessary. Also with tracking, I feel like I'm better able to pinpoint which foods my body doesn't agree with or which foods really make me groggy throughout the day, so that has also been really helpful as well. Listen to a motivational podcast in the morning every day. I really want to start doing this again. Because it just gets me excited for the day. And sometimes, you need a little bit of more motivation. Consume more protein daily. I was talking with my nutritionist, and the main thing for me was that I wasn't consuming enough protein. So instead of kind of trying to focus on all these different things I need to do, I'm trying to focus on one main thing in my diet that I want to work on and get better at and kind of make more of a daily habit, and that is protein consumption. So for November, your girl's increasing that protein. And then also planning meals and snacks weekly. I really want Kenny and I to like sit down like on Friday, kind of decide what we want to plan for the upcoming week, go grocery shopping on Saturday, and then Sunday kind of prep everything and have it for the week. And so we are going to try that dynamic for November and kind of see how all of that goes. Moving on to faith. I am going to, and you guys can hold me accountable, you can comment saying, girl, did you read your scriptures daily? And I'm going to do it for November, 100%. I'm going to have my morning prayer. My nighttime prayer I've been doing really well at, so I'm going to continue to do that. And finish a faith-based book as well, which I didn't do last night, which I don't even think I started one, to be honest with you. But I'm going to start one in November, and we'll kind of go from there. Marriage goals, obviously we're going to keep doing a weekly date night. It's really nice, and I highly suggest, even if you're not married, just with your significant other, if you guys are just really busy throughout the week, I really suggest that you guys have just that, at least, a designated date night where you just really focus on each other, and you don't have phones out, you're not checking things, like you're just being present. We didn't, do nightly prayers or Sunday scripture study, so that is going to be a top priority for the hubby and I. And then we also, still need to finish Love is a Choice. So we're gonna, do that as well. So faith honestly is pretty much, or marriage is pretty much the same from last time, but this time, like, we're gonna get those goals set. Friends has been consistent since like August, and I'm just gonna keep up with the friends, hang out with friends at least 2 times, and then reach out to 2 friends to check in. We love that. School. So let's see. So obviously I'm graduating in May of 2023. And so I really kind of want to focus on getting in a routine of how I'm going to practice outside of school. Obviously, private practice dentistry is a lot different than dental school dentistry, and just like the flow of things and, how you kind of go about, treatment planning and things like that. And so I'm trying to focus on just the way that I do dentistry. And so something that I want to focus on is get more consistent with my restorative techniques. So the way that I restore with like composite material, the way that I restore with amalgam material, the way that I restore with like a resin modified glass ionomer, like different materials that we use to restore teeth. I just want to get consistent in my techniques. So learning different things, watching videos, seeing how other people do it, and then kind of seeing what works best within my own hands. And then I also am doing research at my dental school, so I want to start making grafts for that, and then also working on a poster that I'm going to present in February for research day at my school. And then also I would like to obtain a certain amount of CEUs. Kind of by the end of the semester, we have to have a certain number of CEUs, which is pretty much just like we get credits per like procedure that we do, and different procedures amount to a different number of CEUs. And in order to graduate, we have to hit a certain number, and so I have my own kind of personal goals regarding that. So that way my last semester in dental school, I'm not stressing trying to like reach the CEU goal. Moving on to finances. The hubby and I, we're just gonna track spending, especially with the holidays coming up and with us moving across country, and we have dogs and a car and all this crazy stuff. We just really want to track our spending, so that way we're able to just be set up well financially for the big move. So pretty simple there. And then last but not least, career goals. I am applying to jobs, which is exciting. And so I kind of have a rough draft of a CV and a cover letter, but I kind of want to obviously update it and just make sure it's what I want, so that when I send it out to jobs, it's all ready to go and proofread. And then I also want to start writing down just what I want out of my career, so that way I can begin to just prepare myself and make sure I'm, getting in contact with the right people to help me get to where I need to go. So yeah, those are my goals for November. I'm feeling really excited. I'm feeling remotivated. Fall is just my favorite time of the year. It's close to the holidays, and even though Michigan, it gets dark, it gets cold, there's no sun, I'm just excited because it's my last fall, it's my last winter, so I see the light at the end of the tunnel. One last thing before I forget, because I know in previous videos I talked about, having all of my stuff digitally, and then I would have my like blocking calendar on Google Calendar, and then I would transfer my stuff to my planner. I've changed it. And I feel like I changed it because when I was out on rotation, I had kind of just made like a morning smoothie for myself, and my smoothie spilled in my bag and like ruined my planner. So I had to get a new one, and I kind of thought, I'm not utilizing my written planner as much as I'd like, but I still like to write things down. So what I did was I honestly just got this like all-purpose notebook, and what I do is I put the date, the week, and I will kind of just write like a to-do list on it instead of like re-putting all of like the important dates and things like that within my planner. Now I can just kind of brain dump, write things down, and then highlight things off, and I like it. So I'm gonna continue to do it for the month of November, and I will kind of let you guys know how it goes. But I think it will just simplify things for me a little bit better. So I highly suggest that you guys try it out with me, and then we can kind of see if it's something worth trying instead of, getting a planner when I already have things here digitally as well. So that is kind of it for my recap. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I think what I'm going to do next time, and let me know down below in the comments, is any kind of new like Amazon finds or like decor or just any kind of new things that I buy that I'm like really loving. I might just do kind of like a favorites section within like the next video. Comment down below if that's something that you guys like. I love watching the resets and people including like the favorites of the month. So I think I might do that to spice it up a little bit. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.